almost became a billionaire this week.
Okay. How? What's almost?
Well, there's one of my cryptos that I have uh, shot up because it turned out to be some kind of glitch, but uh, it was showing that it was worth like 20 billion. So it was like when I looked at my phone and looked at it, it showed that the amount of crypto that I had was worth that much, but I knew that it wasn't. But it still felt good to think that I was possibly a billionaire, I guess.
So you know what it was, right?
No, I don't.
It was a coin market. I think it's called Coin Market Cap. It's like a website that you kind of look into. You see the trends. It'll show like the 24-hour and 7-day historical analysis of you know uh, cryptocurrencies,
Yeah.
and that was hacked,
Oh, it
and
was
so it
hacked.
was showing. Yeah, and so they were showing every cryptocurrency at you know 80 billion
Yeah. Yeah.
plus.
So if I were to, I mean, but my thought was like, okay, it's probably not real. It's not legit. Somebody's messing with it or it's having a glitch or somebody's hacking, whatever. But if that's what it says in there and that's what the numbers say, and then I sell it, and then I sell the crypto.
It's not but it's not actually the crypto. It's like a market research website. It's like a historical analysis website.
Okay, and
It's
that
not
was
a
driving
yeah
the numbers up.
the numbers on you're talking about Coinbase and stuff like that, right?
Okay, Trust Wallet is the one that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, false alarm, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, there are, I don't know, maybe like 15 people at work that have the same crypto, and then it started to shoot up like that, and so we were all like huddled around trying to figure out how to possibly sell it and possibly make like $300 billion, but it didn't work out.
But then your boss was like, "Get your ass back to work." You guys all had to.
Yeah. So here we are.
Yeah.
Did you
You
hear
so
about
you
that, or did Ronnie tell you about it?
yeah. No, I heard about it myself. Yeah.
Do you have crypto? Are you crypto? Are you on there yet? Are you still?
Yeah. Yeah, I have crypto, but I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Look at it and really put any more money into it.
Yeah.
I just even like it. I hate it. Yeah, it's just that's just my stance. But
It's just so
I
unstable.
have money in. I have my money in there.
Yeah.
Um, but you talk to other people, it's the best thing um, since sliced bread. So
It is, but didn't recently like a bunch of people, their crypto got hacked and then they lost? Like, I mean, I think millions of dollars of cryptocurrency have been either lost or stolen from people within the last week. Or there's some big story recently that came out that um, a bunch of people got their stuff hacked and then just lost tons and tons of money.
yeah, I had I one of the I forget whatever you call them, like exchanges. I've had a couple of different exchanges, and one of them I forget which one. It was like one of the not as popular ones, like a Coinbase or whatever the other ones are.
Yeah.
Um, I had one, and they emailed everyone like, "Sorry guys, sorry guys, billions of dollars was hacked.
Yeah, oopsies.
Is yeah. So it's just another kind of milestone in the I'm not on
Yeah,
board as much as everyone else. But I know people are making money from it, so I'm not saying it's not it's not doing numbers, but it's just I don't know. It's with anything, you know.
yeah. It is with anything, but also, like I was saying, it's just so unstable, like so volatile. If somebody says, if Elon Musk says, I like Shiba Inus or whatever, then all the Dogecoin and Shiba coin and Scooby Doo coin will all skyrocket for
Yeah.
just because somebody said, just because Elon Musk says that. So, I mean, I think you can make a quick buck off of it, but
I mean, some people have made more than a quick buck,
yeah, I know more than a
but
quick buck.
I see.
But as far as like a stable, safe place to keep your wealth, I don't see it as
Yeah,
that.
well, so that's ultimately where, and we're not going to go much longer with this, like
Pause.
talking about this,
Pause.
because I don't like, yeah, pause, but I don't, my whole, because I'm not trying to get into like that type of talk,
How much
but
money do you have in your
my
bank
whole,
account?
my whole investment strategy is the long-term play. So like that's the whole thing. Like if like in the stocks, if you're trying to like day trade and swing trade, that's the people who are into crypto. And because there's so many like, oh, put your money in this, it's at zero, it's at point zero 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 zero
Yeah.
zero. And if it goes up 10, if it goes to 5 cents, then you're a millionaire. Like so you're basically playing the market on kind of like a growth stock, kind of like a startup type of deal. So that's not my play. Like that's not my play even in the stock market.
Right.
So that's why it doesn't excite me.
Yeah.
Like the real estate play, I'm not trying to flip. That's not my play. My
Right.
play is to hold.
There's really no
So that's just,
long-term crypto play at this point.
I mean, there probably is. I don't know. There might be. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know it all. But it just from my what I know and what I've seen, and what people are telling me that are into the cryptocurrency thing, like that's not. That's kind of the play. The like, hey, like get in this now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw somebody dump a few $1,000s into a crypto that was moving up pretty quickly, and almost immediately after putting that money in there, it dropped significantly, and then that money just got wiped away. It was hilarious.
Man. Was it?
Yeah, a little bit.
So how you doing though? What's up? What happened since last week?
Well,
You good?
yeah,
You sure?
pretty good. Yeah.
What's up with you?
You think I have a?
Wait, will you just talk during the podcast now? Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
I don't change that much between podcasts. I really don't.
Okay.
I'm still the same, pajama wearing,
He's a pajama wearer. Okay.
Dog enthusiast.
Okay.
Still the same guy. I was watching earlier. I was watching a special, a documentary on curling. Are you familiar with curling?
You serious? You watched a documentary on curling? That's
It,
crazy.
it was on Netflix. It was on Netflix, and I needed something to, just be background noise, basically.
Oh, okay, okay.
But, however, I mean, I was kind of interested to know what curling is. You always see it in the Olympics, and you see
Right.
them, doing their thing, and you wonder what they're doing, like what that even is.
I'm sure our listeners really want to know too.
I'm just saying.
We're giving the people what they
I'm
want
just
right
saying.
now.
I watched the documentary, and it made me think. It made me think of the Winter Olympics that are coming up soon,
Mhm.
and
Okay, where is it?
I feel like it's never mind. I was gonna say I thought it was the U.S., but I think the other like the summer ones are supposed to be in L.A., right?
Oh wow, yeah, 2024. That's right.
Yeah, so I don't think the Winter Olympics will be.
Wow, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
2024. It's lit for 2024.
the Raiders got the Super Bowl in 20. Well,
Raiders got the Super Bowl.
sorry. Let's be clear.
Raiders
Allegiant Stadium
has
will be hosting the Super Bowl in 2024. But like when you watch the Olympics and you watch all the weird, the obscure sports,
yeah.
including curling, but it
Oh,
makes you,
absolutely.
like it makes you. To me, it makes me wonder how these people got into these sports, how these sports are even sports, some of them, you know, and then how did these people really get into it at such a level that they were going to compete at an Olympic level of curling, or whichever one is the one where you like ski downhill and then you shoot a bazooka and then you know glide in a squirrel suit or something. You know what I mean?
I don't remember that one.
No.
I mean, it's any of these sports, like even football, basketball, baseball, boxing, like all these sports that it's you're kind of either you're groomed or you learn to
Yeah,
love
but
it.
the weird ones though, like trampoline,
The same thing, same
like
same thing.
trampoline. That's an Olympic sport.
Yeah, some people put their kids into this stuff early in
Like have a
affluent
professional
areas.
trampoline trainer when they're young.
Yeah, dude. Just because we grew up in Oxnard doesn't mean that these people in like Beverly Hills are going to these
Trampoline
gymnast school
conventions
things.
and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what and I feel like if you have enough money, I guess, or enough resources or the right resources or whatever to be able to dedicate yourself to one sport like that, especially an obscure one, and then,
Right.
sink a bunch of money into being really good at that, you almost guarantee yourself a way into the Olympics. You know, if you really
I
want to
mean,
be an Olympic trampolineist,
you don't guarantee, but you got a good shot. You
you don't
gotta
guarantee it. Why? Because
because there's
there's
other
some really
people doing
naturally
it.
talented trampoliners out there. Is that what?
Yeah, I'm sure there are. Just because they're not in the places that we're from.
Like the Steph
I
Curry
mean,
of trampoline is out there somewhere, and he just
oh
hasn't been
yeah,
discovered yet.
yeah, yeah. They haven't unlocked their true potential.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess so. I just, I figure if you make as many sports as there are people, then we can all be champions. You know, so we gotta draw a line somewhere.
So you're saying that these sports are brand new, and then they're just like anyone's just walking into the trampoline
Yeah, I mean, like
studio and like I'll sign up, and then they're like, "Good, you're an Olympian."
they're the
No, it's not how it
Scientology
works.
of sports, or of.
Oh, don't go into that. We stopped that last week.
Plus, yeah, we don't need that target on our backs.
Yeah, that's why we added on a Patreon. We
Yeah,
couldn't even say
yeah,
all
you're
the
right.
stuff that we said on.
Scientology is great. Okay, Anyways,
yeah,
but
yeah, no, yeah, I think the only Winter Olympics I've ever seen is a Salt Lake one, Salt Lake City one.
why do you remember that one?
I have no clue because that's the first time I even remembered that, or I even was aware that there was
Was a
a
winter
Winter
one?
Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what do you think of
and I
when you
think
think of the winter one? Like snowboarding and all that? Like,
no, you know that bobsled thing.
oh, like Cool Runnings? Is that why? Is that the only
No,
thing?
yeah, well, kind of, but it was like yeah, it looked crazy because they're like in the. I think it's the same thing, but it's like they're in. Yeah, I guess it's bobsledding, right?
You know that we know
But
somebody who did bobsledding, right?
yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, we do. Um, somebody who was a college athlete, a track athlete at a big school, very good athlete, and then kind of got recruited into the bobsledding scene for a little
You were
bit.
about to say scheme.
Scheme.
I wonder, man. That's a that life is insane.
If you're like a professional bobsledder, is that what you're, or a
I'm just
professional
saying, like,
curler?
no, like the bobsledding thing is like is intense.
Oh, just the sport itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how fast they're going, but I mean, I'm gonna guess like I don't know. What would you guess? How fast do you think they're going down the thing? 80 miles an hour? You think that's too
No.
fast?
Probably like 30,
No, I think you're. I think
20.
you're. I think you're under. You're way, way below.
You think they're going like 50 miles per hour?
I think they are. They're on ice.
Okay.
I feel like hockey players are. Yeah, this says 125 miles an hour.
Damn.
World record being 125 miles an hour.
125. I
Yeah,
don't think I've ever been in a
you've
like a
gone
car.
125 miles an hour before. Yeah, the stuff like that, like they live that life. They obviously live dangerously, like are like a thrill seeker kind of. If you're flying down the thing at 125 miles an hour, or I think the average they said was like 95. But if you're doing
Mm-hmm.
that, then and on a daily basis, and that's your life, like you're definitely you know, God, you're a specialist in life for sure. If you're, a professional bobsledder.
Yeah, you're a thrill seeker.
Yeah. But there's also like a community, I'm sure that we're not really, we don't know about it, but
Oh,
there is a
I'm
community.
100% sure we don't know.
Yeah, but there is a community that's like the bobsled community that knows all the stars of the sport and all of the, the legends of the sport and all that stuff, and they show out for all the big events. Same
Right,
as this
right.
curling thing that I'm watching. Like some of these curling dudes are like they act like celebrities and rock stars, like in their little circles.
How do you know? You think so?
I mean, just
I don't
watching
think
the
so.
thing, like the seeing because they're up in Canada and they're doing this where, there's nothing else going on. There's nothing else to pay attention to, and so they become known people for doing this pretty stupid activity,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, tap in if you're a curler or a bobsled artist or whatever they call them. Hit us up. So I was the other day I was walking down the street. Because I do that when I walk down the street.
Right.
And some dudes start yelling at each other,
Okay.
and one is backed into a parking space and in the car, and then another one is in an SUV, like right in front of the person who's parked in that parking space. Like they would have to peel out. They would have to come if they were to, drive out of their parking space. That person was blocking,
Okay.
and so they were yelling at each other. I'm like, dang, okay, it's going down. And then so I keep walking.
But still watching. Right.
I think I probably looked away or something.
But you were
But
paying
then
attention.
no, but when this happened, pow!
Oh.
I paid attention. That was the sound of the guy who was parked. He basically rammed into the person who
Oh.
was in his way.
That's a
And then
better
he backed
POW than
up.
I was thinking.
Yeah, for sure. And then he backed up, and then he was gonna go again, and the other person backed up. Like the SUV backed up, so he couldn't hit him again.
So
And
the
then
SUV backed down, basically.
basically back down. But
Yeah.
look, then so he hits him. Then he backs up. So then the car, it was like an Audi. The car pulls out of the parking space and starts driving off. The SUV speeds up and hits the fucking car.
You saw it hit the car?
I saw it hit the car. So they're basically playing bumper cars
Oh,
in
wow.
the parking lot.
Oh, wow. Over a parking spot?
Yeah.
What, or at least
Over
it
a parking
seemed
spot.
like over a parking spot?
Yeah, it seemed like it was over a parking spot. Something like in the
Wow.
way. I don't know.
Wow.
But I was like, yo, they were just playing bumper cars with these. They were actually nice cars. Like one
Damn.
was
I
an
mean,
Audi,
maybe that's
one
why.
was.
They're like, fuck it. Whatever. I'll get a new one.
Yeah, that was insane. I was like, yeah, I witnessed the whole thing live, and they were gonna continue. They basically out of my sight, like continued like hitting each other
Yeah.
in their car.
Damn. Hey. Start something, finish it, I guess.
Yeah. It was real life Mario Kart.
I was at the gym today and I looked up and I saw the news on the TV, and it was somebody steals a Tesla, and then the police, there's like a high speed chase or whatever, and so I see them ending the high speed chase by hitting the guy in the Tesla. Like the cops all hit the Tesla and disable it, and then the guy gets out and surrenders. And I just thought, like, if this guy just stole the Tesla and then the cops are like, we'll get it back, don't worry, and then they just totally fucking destroy it when they're trying to get it back,
Yeah.
And they're like, we got him, sorry about the car.
Hey, they had to do. Sometimes they got to. Like, you don't want to.
Yeah, but who pays for the car? Like,
danger.
Does the cops pay for the car or insurance? I guess.
I mean, it's you gotta think about like people getting injured. So who cares about people paying for the car if they're not. It's not plowing into a bunch of people.
Yeah, but also sometimes when those high speed chases are going on, the cops speeding it up and then chasing the dude into dangerous situations sometimes escalates the situation in the first place. But
did you see the OJ thing live?
No, I don't think. I don't remember watching it live. No.
I remember.
You remember watching it?
Yeah.
It was what, 94?
I didn't. It was 94. Okay. I don't remember. I didn't know what the significance was.
Right.
But just that it was on, and
And
on like
everybody was
every
staring
news
at it,
channel.
watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it was during the finals, and
right.
and I just remember watching that. And you're a little kid, you're like, oh, a car chase, and so
Yeah.
I didn't really know
Hey, go
the
faster.
significance.
Go faster, Mr. OJ.
Go faster, Mr. Juice. I didn't know like about OJ like that. I didn't know the significance of it.
Yeah.
Um, but then as it unfolded, I remember for sure like, okay, this is kind of important.
This is gonna be something.
Yeah, and it being on TV every day, like
Yeah.
the trial and everything.
I remember seeing OJ. I remember watching Roots. I think I
Yeah, yeah,
did. We watched it in the same class because I remember watching it in high
yeah, for
school.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
And
I think we probably did.
and I remember seeing OJ in Roots, and there was a scene where
Hmm.
he had to like
Run.
he was running around chasing chickens or something, and then
Mm-mm.
seeing that scene, like, yeah, it made a lot of sense how he was like the rushing leader. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh shit, he's a crazy athlete. Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah, that was insane.
It
Yeah, he was that dude.
it looked like those old Charlie Chaplin videos, but like all sped up, but it
Oh yeah,
wasn't.
yeah, yeah. Right, right,
You know,
right. And it was the dude. Toby was homeboy from Reading Rainbow.
um, what's
Yo, do you ever not to cut you off? You ever okay? Do you ever remember your dreams?
sometimes
You ever try to go back to sleep to try and continue the dream that you had? Like, man, that was a good dream.
absolutely.
What do you do? Close
After
your
I
eyes real
wake up
tight.
and I change my pea covered pajamas, then then I get back in there and I try to get back to it.
What do you just fall? What do you just close your eyes and say, please, please, please?
Yeah, it
the
usually. I don't know if it's ever worked though.
No,
It
it
has to be
sucks. I
really
think
fast. It has to be
it has to be
really
really
fast.
fast that you have to fall back asleep.
Yes, like you barely
Yeah,
wake
yeah.
up. Like, oh shit, I'm awake. Hurry, hurry!
You're
I'm
like,
asleep. I'm
oh,
asleep. I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I'm asleep.
oh, let me. Yeah, yeah, nah, for sure. You ever try throw a punch in a dream?
Wow. No, I don't think so.
You never tried to punch something in, like you never had a dream where you fight or had a punch to throw or something.
No, no.
I have, and I wonder if the listeners get this too. But your punch feels like it's super slow.
Oh yeah. I mean, the same way that like running away or, I will say that I've played in a lot of basketball games in my dreams, and I did not play
Uh huh.
well.
Really?
Yeah, like it was always like I played terrible, and I couldn't like it was kind of slow mo, but I still couldn't
Do what you
change it.
wanted. Go
You
to
know?
yeah.
Yeah, and then I would just eat shit. You know, it would be
You were.
like I'd go to I go to the Laker game, and it's Lakers versus Warriors, and I'm sitting up in the nosebleeds, and then there's an injury, and then on the jumbotron they say we need another player, whoever is in seat number 578. You're gonna go down on the
Wait,
floor.
that was your dream?
No, I'm just this is
Oh,
I'm trying to give
not
you an idea
hypothetical.
of what it would be. Yeah.
I got you.
And then so it's like
That's dope.
the lucky winner, and then
You
I
were
go
like
down
Mike.
there and it's me versus Steph, and I'm like, this is my chance.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get him. Watch, I'm gonna embarrass him. I'm gonna. This is my opportunity.
Yeah.
And then I'm in like slow motion, and I can't. do anything. I miss everything. He just totally dominates and humiliates me.
Crowd's booing you.
Yeah. Speaking of the crowd booing, have you heard of Santa Claus getting booed at an Eagles game years ago? Like,
No, but I wouldn't put it past them.
right, right. So I heard more about that story, and I guess that the Eagles would have somebody, like dressed as Santa, around that time of the year, whatever game was closest to Christmas, I guess, or before Christmas. So they would have a Santa at the game, and there was a fan who also would dress like Santa, and it was just like I think he was a season ticket holder, and decided to do that for the holidays. And so comes around, whatever year it was, and the Santa that the Eagles had hired or had planned to bring in to be the Santa couldn't do it, or he backed out or something like that. And so this guy who usually just dressed up like Santa, like as a fan, and would go to the game as a fan dressed as Santa, they ended up asking that guy, like, hey, would you mind going down on the field, and just being our Santa, because the guy that we got, like, he's not going to be here. And so the guy agreed, and I guess the Eagles, proceeded to get their ass whooped. And so the Philly fans started booing, and then they started booing Santa, that guy, who's, just a fan who agreed to be Santa. And then, the famous Eagles booing of Santa Claus was actually them just, lighting up a fan who had volunteered to be Santa.
So what do you mean lighting him up?
I mean, like booing him. I think,
Okay.
who knows? Maybe throwing shit at him. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, so Philly fans, they're like the most. They're the craziest fans, or they're
Yeah.
one of the most. New York fans, Boston fans, Philly fans.
I saw a Philly fan take a big bite of horse shit after they won the Super Bowl.
Okay, why did you have to say that? Okay, I guess it's kind of relevant.
I'm just saying, we're talking about the most enthusiastic fans. Like after Philly won the Super Bowl, there were people hanging from the street lights, like dangling from the street lights, jumping on top of cars, taking big bites out of horse shit on the ground. There's that one guy who's running alongside the train, and then he just ran into one of the pillars in the subway.
Man, that's what they just don't know how to act when they.
That's what I'm saying.
Can't have nice things.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, you ever? Okay, so back to the dream thing. My last thing was, do you ever have something happen to you in real life and in your dream as you wake up?
What are you talking about? Did you have a wet dream recently?
No, no. I mean, no. But say you'll be doing something in the dream and it'll coincide with something as you wake up. You never had that happen?
Shitting.
I mean, if that's
peeing, to be honest, is probably the most.
Peeing.
That's probably the best example of that. Yeah. To be like, man, I really got to go pee, and
okay, then, let's just get into this. When was the last time you peed in the bed? What's going on?
Not recently. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's what I can think of. If you're thinking of like, oh, I thought this was happening, but it's not.
I just recall it happening a couple of times in my life where it's like, someone was calling my name in the dream,
Okay.
and then in real life that like someone else was calling my name
Oh, that.
or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay, not
I wasn't
being.
talking about peeing. No.
Okay.
Or like a dragon was growling, and it might have been like in real life the dog was barking.
Right. That's why you hate
You know what I mean?
dogs.
Something. I don't hate dogs. I really don't.
Yeah, no, but to be honest, I used to remember my dreams a lot, and I used to
See,
be more of like a lucid dreamer, but now I think, my
and so
brain is
this is
so excited to just deactivate and just shut
yeah.
off.
So this is what I'm trying to get across is from what like 2 podcasts ago. I have a better imagination than you. And
Mm,
that is the fact that I
mm,
just got across. All
no.
right, next topic.
No, here's what it is that my brain operates at a there's always a small percentage that's still functioning in a conscious way. So even as
Still
I'm
peeing.
even as I'm asleep, I'm still keeping an eye on what's going on in the physical world around me.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, when I'm not just off prancing around in my dreams, peeing everywhere and whatever. Like I'm in my dreams, I'm trying to rest, I'm trying to you know, re-energize myself in a very meditative state, and I don't waste any of
Sounds
my mind energy, you know.
sounds boring as hell. This dude be having the most boring game. You get your ass bust by Steph Curry, and then you just have to rest
And that,
after.
I just lie inside of a coffin inside there for the rest of my dreams.
Man,
Yeah. Hey man, we can't all do it. It takes dedication, it takes
yeah,
mental fortitude. You know.
yeah.
But yeah, you want to go ahead and play games and dance around and shit.
Play
That's great.
games. He said dance around. Nah, I have imaginative, um, voluptuous, gargantuan
See,
dreams.
okay, that is wet dream terms if I ever heard
No,
them.
hell no. No,
Voluptuous
no.
gargantuan dreams. Come on.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I don't have those issues, but I mean, see, I guess some people do. I know.
I'm just saying the way that you're describing it.
Hey, you ever wonder why they don't just make a one like a one track 40-minute song?
I'm pretty sure it's been done.
Really?
Yeah, but you've
Don't
never
you
heard of it
like
because
if
nobody liked it.
that's what I'm saying. Like if like Kanye West or Drake or you know 50 Cent or whoever like dropped their album as a one track, and it's like 40-30 minute long, and it's like an album, but it's just all fit into one track.
So you would have to
Don't you?
you would have to scroll to get to a song that you like.
But that but then you would have someone listen to the whole album, and then your streams would also be good, because even if people are sifting through the thing for like, okay, the actual track that is this, it starts at 3:59 or
Yeah.
10 whatever, but they're still playing that one
So a
track.
digital
So
record,
you're getting the stream. Yeah, you're getting the
basically.
stream. Yeah, you're getting that whole stream. Like the algorithm is gonna say, oh, okay, that was a stream.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean it's a total dick move to do to your fans, but
Why? They want to hear your whole album.
you have said many times that you'll you'll skip some shit that you don't like on the album. You're not like you don't
E-
have to listen to
Yeah,
the
but
whole album.
well, that's true. That's very true. But I'm talking about their core, their day ones.
Yeah,
Like these people have
but they're gonna listen to it anyways.
thousands of fans that are gonna be like, I'm gonna listen to every single track, and I'm gonna buy the merchandise, and I'm gonna support. So that's what they're going after.
Right. Yeah, but the main fans, those day ones, they're gonna listen to it regardless. You know.
Right.
So like,
True.
if you're
True.
trying to get new listeners, then you got to have singles. You know, like
I think it'd just be also kind of like a cool, a different way. I don't know. Maybe
depends on
someone
who
has
did
done
it.
it. Yeah, I'm saying like maybe it's just like a different way. Like, oh, this is how you have to consume this album. It's one song.
Like if Kendrick does it on his next album,
Then you think it's a genius move. Everyone
yeah,
thinks
for
it's a
sure.
genius move.
Yeah, for
That's what I'm
sure.
saying.
If Weird Al does
Exactly. Then it's weird.
it.
Exactly.
Hey, what's your stance on Christmas music?
I don't have a stance on Christmas music.
Do you listen to Christmas music?
Um, I live life,
So if you
so
hear it in the
it
store, you don't
plays.
walk out.
Nah, I don't do that.
Do you play it in the car?
No.
You play it at home?
No. I mean, I may have just on some like novelty type thing, like oh, like
If you're
put the
trying to
song
bang
on, like
somebody.
in like go. No, for Christmas music. No, it's like like play this song like on YouTube. Go to search, um, whatever song there is that's Christmas, Jingle Bells, something like that.
Right.
But no, I never. I mean, I'm not downloading the albums.
Yeah. Do you have a
What
favorite
about you?
Christmas song?
No.
No.
What's up with all the Christmas music?
Because it's after Thanksgiving. I mean, shit, Christmas
Uh-huh.
is what, next week? Is that what
Yeah.
it is? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why. That's what's up with all the Christmas.
Okay.
It's about
So
to be
you
Christmas.
have to. So it's that time of year. You have to ask me these questions. I
No, but
got
I
you.
mean, it makes sense.
Right. No, I got you. Yeah. I guess. I guess when I was little, I listened more to the Christmas music stuff. Uh, because my mom would play it, and
Yeah.
just it's more like you're in school, you hear it more.
Yeah.
But as I got older and had more of a control on my playlist, I didn't really listen to it as much.
Yeah.
But like I said, you kind of live life during this time of year, and it's just everywhere.
Well,
It's on commercials.
you worked, I guess
Yeah,
retail, was
it's
it?
in exactly. It's you get it in stores. People
Yeah.
trying to get into that, to the mood, I guess, of Christmas. So yeah, you hear it. It's cool. It's cool.
It's kind of like the same 50 songs though,
Yeah.
So, and then people make new Christmas albums like every year, artists who are, kind of hot that year or whatever, like somebody will throw them some money to make a Christmas album. But if you look at it, like, and that's been kind of the way that it goes, I think, for quite a while, for a long time, that it was like, artists would get thrown some money to do a Christmas album. And then, but you see, only these select, whatever it is, 50 songs or, roughly, whatever, however many it is. Those are the only songs that have been good enough to stand the test of time and just become Christmas songs. but there's so much trash out there that's just like failed Christmas music that's just piled up somewhere, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I never looked at it that way, but yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of trash Christmas music out there that no one's trying to hear.
Yeah.
And but yeah, like if you get thrown a bag and you have the, it's easy. It's a low hanging fruit that you can kind of just get in and record an already recorded song.
Yeah.
Um,
But there's so
yeah.
many wild Christmas songs. Like I was talking about this
What's
the other
going
day.
on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, but I was just we were listening to like some Christmas music came on and then it was like, "Ah, turn it off. Oh, you don't listen to Christmas music?" But then we started talking about some of the songs that were crazy. And have you ever heard Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's like a little holly jolly Christmas song, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you actually look at what that's saying, is that there's a Christmas party, Christmas Eve, right? And then grandma, has some eggnog or whatever and is walking home across the street after the Christmas party and gets physically run over by Santa and his reindeer in the sleigh to
Mm-hmm.
death, trampled to death.
Right.
And then the song is Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Don't you think that's a little bit weird?
Yeah, it is a little bit weird. There's another one too. It's kind of like along the same lines. I forget which one it is, but there's another one sort of
Oh,
like when you listen to the lyric.
Jackson 5. I saw
What?
mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah, there you go. There's that one. I
So
think
this
it's that one.
kid
Yeah.
comes down on Christmas thinking that he's going to see Santa putting Christmas presents. And he sees Santa getting ready to bang his mom.
Mm-hmm. And so he decided to put it into lyrics.
And he grew up the rest of his life thinking that it was just like a little. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Isn't that crazy? And then he makes a song about it when he's an adult, and everybody's like, "Yeah, Santa probably didn't stop at the kiss, right?"
Yeah, you're right. There is like 50 of them. There's not that many.
What's the other one? Baby, it's
There's like
cold outside.
Feliz Navidad.
Baby,
There's
it's
that
cold
one.
outside.
What's that one?
That's the one where she's like, "I really gotta go," and he's like, "Yeah, nah, you're not going anywhere."
What's
And then
that one? I never heard that one.
you, yes, you have. Yes, you have. And then she goes, "What's in this drink?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know."
I never heard that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some wild Christmas songs that have made the
Yeah.
cut, that have made it into that top 50 that we just kind of keep running, you know?
I know there's like the last people to kind of do it and really be successful that I know of are like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. I can't really. But
Yeah.
after that, who's been kind of the?
I feel like there's probably been some successes, but nothing that we would listen to. Like, Kelly Clarkson has got to have a Christmas song that's,
Yeah, but
you
did
know,
they go like platinum and stuff like that?
I don't think so. But do you think any of that other stuff did? Like,
Absolutely. What?
what's the ones? It's the Very Special Christmas album. Like, there's a few of
What's
those
that?
that have all the hits on it, like
Now Christmas.
Christmas in Hollis.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah, like
That's Run DMC, right?
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I used to like. There's a Tom Petty Christmas song. That was always good. Yeah, and then the Mariah Carey one, super popular. But but there's a lot of duds out there too. You know, like the Christmas shoes one. I don't know if you've heard that. That one's kind of
Mm-mm.
weird. It's about the kid trying to buy shoes for his mom who's dying of cancer, and it's super
Yeah.
sad. It's terrible. You know.
It's awesome.
But anyways, um,
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah,
we got some topics.
yeah. So this Oxnard pack deal, this pack house.
Packed house.
Yeah. I've been trying to figure out where it is, and like I told you, I looked up the coordinates on it, and I swear it looks like it's at Taco de Mexico on Fifth Street. That would be the most Oxnard way to do it, but I doubt he's doing that.
And what is it? Is it a concert?
It looks like it's supposed to be a concert.
That's pretty cool if that's what it is.
And there's a website for it. There's the Brandon Anderson Foundation and Vans presents the 4th annual Pack House, but it doesn't really say where it is. But it says that the event is going to be in Oxnard, and it's Anderson Pack and some friends.
Bruno Mars, Dr. Dre.
I don't know if it's those friends specifically, but
Going to Lion Park.
well, I thought it was Plaza Park at first.
Oh, you remember Lion Park?
No,
You don't remember Lion Park?
where
Right next to the Performing Arts Center.
is that? What that's called?
Yeah, because there's a lion there.
Oh, you talking about right across the field or right across the street? What is a Hobson? Is that the street?
There's a basketball court there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. We call that Lion Park. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. If he's doing like a festival or something that can turn into a festival
Yeah.
or just a concert,
You think that he's ever
A lot of-
done the Strawberry Festival?
done it,
Like played the Strawberry Festival?
I doubt it. Who has played it? Are there people that play the Strawberry
Yeah,
Festival?
Strawberry Festival
I
used to get like everybody. I feel like they would just get the people who played the Ventura County Fair, and then they would piggyback on it and do the Strawberry Festival too.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Because it would be
I
like
worked it one year.
Journey or Styx or some shit. You know, like
Really?
yeah,
Journey? Okay.
maybe not Journey, but
Oh, so I worked the Strawberry Festival one year.
doing what?
They had some of the players on the Oxnard College team.
Oh, okay.
We had a booth. Like we had to help a vendor, and it was like it was like probably like 4 or 5 of us, and we all basically worked the whole weekend, and so, I forgot what we were. I just remember there was garlic fries.
Okay.
And so we had to like help make garlic fries. I think actually, you know what it was? It was like Polish hot dogs and sausages, pause. And there was garlic fries and fries. And so we were just like helping make that stuff.
Yeah.
And for like the whole weekend. But I never like went I never went and like
tried food or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I never really did either.
I didn't even know there was a concert there.
Yeah, that was always the thing that I kind of knew about, was that there would be some type of, entertainment there or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, so Anderson Paak, he's gonna do this pack house thing, whatever it is, wherever it is. But I don't know if Bruno Mars is going to be there. But I would like to check it out. It says it's going to be December 22nd, and there are tickets on sale now. But it is kind of weird.
What if you went and it's like What if he went and it's like a Jolly Jumper and like candy and stuff?
I mean,
I feel like it might be that.
if it's, but it doesn't say it's for kids though.
Okay.
But if it's like an adult Jolly Jumper and an adult thing, then that could be cool.
What's that thing where with Dr. Dre that he put as like Grand Theft Auto?
Oh yeah, yeah. Thing.
What is that?
I'm guessing that it's like some kind of Grand Theft Auto update, maybe, or like something like that, to where, or like some extra DLC downloadable content, whatever, that you can do for it. But it's basically what them in the studio, like just figuring stuff out. God, I
They're
wonder what the
doing like a
check like that was. Like, what was the
they're
check
doing
like?
from Rockstar Games.
Yeah, like just to
They're
do
doing
that.
Yeah, because they're doing that like Jada Kiss and Styles P like in and out rapping. And then he's like, he finishes and pause, and he's like, "All right, that was cool" or something. What is that? Like, do you become a rapper and then shoot people? Like, what is? Because it's
I,
Grand Theft Auto,
I
isn't it?
mean, it's Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto just, they do a lot of stuff. Whatever they can get their hands on, they'll take advantage of.
You said before that there was Oxnard was in Grand Theft Auto.
Basically, yeah, yeah. Like,
Is this the continuation?
I don't know. I don't know if they connect the two. I don't know if they connect, like Anderson Paak with Oxnard, but they definitely have,
Right.
PCH leading into Oxnard with the naval base right there. They definitely have that.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you can like steal a F-18, an airplane there, so that's basically the only part of the map that I would play. So I was just like living in Oxnard also, honestly. Kind of sad actually,
Wow,
now
I
that you
love
kind of
it.
say that. But
Okay. I mean, shoot, we'll see what the Oxnard Anderson Pack house thing is because that should be interesting.
yeah.
See if see if he has like a concert. See if it's something that he actually attends.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's
Because
aware
I
of it,
feel
if he shares the
yeah,
page for it, you know.
yeah. I mean, shoot, it's the fact that he's putting something on is cool enough for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see
He
what
might not
happens.
even know he's putting it on, but whatever.
Yeah.
Did you check out the Rick Ross album?
Yeah, I downloaded that and the Alicia Keys album. I'm still kind of living with them.
Yeah.
I really like them. First full listen.
Both?
I like both. Yeah, both of them. Rick Ross album, he's in rare form. He has some introspective lyrics with some good beats, which I like Ross for. And then Alicia Keys has definitely a different vibe and like a concept, which is
Mm.
pretty dope too. I've always
Yeah.
been a fan of both of them.
Alicia Keys, she did like a double album thing, right? To where she has the songs on one of them, they're like more stripped down, kind of uh, solo piano type thing, right? And then on the other side of it, they're more. It's a full production of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I guess, yeah. Basically, you could say.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I saw that she went on Drink Champs too,
Alicia
which I
Keys.
gotta, yeah, I gotta see that one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so we'll see what the reception is. But from my first listen on both the albums, they were good. So now I just need Kendrick to drop and see what he's been cooking up.
Yeah.
I promise he's gonna drop an album.
I was talking to somebody about that today, because we were listening to I know Backseat Freestyle came on, and then we ended up
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about whether he's going to come out with something, especially with the Super Bowl coming up, and they're going to be performing.
Yeah,
So the
Yeah.
speculation's starting to grow.
Actually, the move would definitely be to drop after the Super Bowl. I think
Yeah.
that would be the best.
I wonder if he's the
Oh,
only
he's
one who drops an album like after, you know? Because is Eminem gonna drop an album? I wouldn't.
I don't know. I have no
You
clue.
know, Dr. Dre, is he gonna drop an album?
Uh,
Snoop, is he gonna drop an album? No. You know, like I
Snoop
don't
just
think any of
dropped an
those
album.
other guys are. You know, maybe they might drop one, and people don't really care if they
It
do or
seemed
they
like
don't.
Dr. Dre's been cooking up, so he
Yeah,
might drop. He might drop something,
yeah.
but we'll see.
There's potential for.
Oh,
Well, so last year at the Super Bowl was Tampa in Tampa, and that was the first time that had happened. Um, and now the Rams are actually looking like they could make a run for the Super Bowl too.
oh yeah, yeah. They definitely got a shot for sure.
Yeah, and I thought about they just announced that the Allegiant Stadium gets the Super Bowl in 2024.
And you're starting early, huh?
No, I'm not. I've learned my lesson. And I just thought, like, man, I hope that it doesn't go. The Rams win it, so the Bucks win it last year at home. Then the Rams win it this year at home, and then whoever gets it next year, they win it at home, and then we're up next, 2024, and it's like, all right, it's at Allegiant Stadium now. It's the Raiders' turn. That's a lot of pressure,
Yeah, it could be, but
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the most littiest of lit Super Bowls of all time in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it might get crazy.
I still feel pretty responsible for a lot of the shortcomings of the Raiders this year.
As you should.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. But it takes experience, I guess,
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, what podcasts have you been listening to?
Not a bunch, really, to be honest, but I did start listening to the Always Sunny podcast. I think I told you that.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, so the three guys from that, they started a podcast. And
Okay, what's
they'll
Always Sunny in Philadelphia again?
it's a show. It's on
Okay.
FX.
Okay.
I think I don't know what season it is now, maybe 17, 18.
Right. Okay.
But now it's one of the longest running comedies ever.
Okay, so it's a comedy.
Yeah. And so the three guys who, were the main characters in the show, do a podcast now. And they kind of talk about each episode. Like, that'll be the main focus, but they'll kind of hover around that for the episode. But, yeah, that's one that I've been listening to a little bit. Yeah, that's mainly it.
Okay.
What have you been
So
listening to?
what's that? A weekly podcast?
Yeah, I think so. It's a little bit shorter.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll listen to a little bit of My Favorite Murder in passing. Alyssa has it on, which is a good one.
Okay.
But it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like the entire thing is just about, murders that have happened. And it's these two women who research the murder and then talk about it. But it's just like feeding into this obsession that a lot of people have about murder.
So it's is it kind of like almost like a book report over or
Yeah,
a deep
a lot like
dive
that.
type
Yeah.
of deal?
Yeah, like, there'll be the whatever case, and then they'll, dive into it and learn a bunch about it, and then give that information back out. But it has a huge following. It's just, people like hearing about murders, I guess.
I've been. I mean, I've definitely heard a lot of people like those. My favorite murder. I think there's a couple, right? Sort of the same
There's a bunch. Yeah.
lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've for sure. I've never listened to one. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. You don't really do like if you watch, do you watch Law and Order or any of those like
No,
NCIS or any of that shit?
none of
None
that.
of the crime dramas, never.
No, nah. I don't know why. And it's never been my thing. Like that, Matlock, Columbo, the news. Nah, I don't. I don't fuck with none of
There's
that.
so many though. There's so many like CSI, and then there's
Murder She Wrote.
CSI.
Nope, I don't.
You're really going way back for a lot of these ones. They're not super recent, but that's all good. Murder She Wrote or Columbo, yeah, or Law and Order season
Matlock.
1, yeah, Matlock,
Miami Vice.
yeah, Miami Vice, Get Smart.
Honestly, I listen to. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts just to kind of like do better at this and to try and like not do better at this, but just like kind of like understand the game a little bit more.
Yeah, see what other people are doing.
And yeah, I've been listening to actually recently a little bit of Joe Rogan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit of Joe Rogan.
Is that dependent on who the guest is for you, pretty much?
Oh yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So like what guest was it that you were interested in?
He recently had on I think his most recent one as of like today or whatever, it was George Kambosos Jr., which he was the dude who just he just beat Teofimo Lopez, which is 135 champion in boxing. So he had him on there to do a little fight talk, which was real cool. Australian dude, really well, carries himself really well, and they had it was a good podcast because he was very articulate. Could kind of like he wasn't just like a typical athlete type of interview, and so that was cool. He still gets in. When you look into Joe Rogan, he still gets into the UFO thing heavy, the alien talk heavy.
Even in the one that you're talking about?
Nah, he didn't do. He didn't dare to do that.
Damn, he went from boxing to UFOs.
He said Mike Tyson and the alien. Nah, he there was Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah,
he in that one. Yo,
he's talking to a physicist or whatever.
Astrophysicist.
How is he not going to talk about UFOs?
No. I understand why they talked about that, but sidebar: the dude Neil deGrasse Tyson, that dude's an ill dude.
He is.
I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
He's insane.
He's an OG for sure.
And he's been on there a couple times, right?
He's been on there a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine though if you could just ask that guy questions, and then he'll tell you the answers until your brain feels like it's about to explode, and you have to tell him to back off for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he looks at you like you're an ant.
Right.
You're like, how does astrophysics work, Mr. Tyson? And then he's like, ha, you stupid idiot. Let me explain. Let me draw it in crayon.
Yeah, but he's good at explaining. So yeah, they get into the UFO thing heavy on that show, which sometimes it's interesting, but sometimes it's kind of like, sheesh.
Yeah,
it gets a little bit too. An hour, 2 hour and 30 minutes in, you're like, all right.
Yeah. I have noticed that I mean, I used to listen to Rogan a lot more. Not that I used to listen to his stuff religiously, but I definitely used to listen to it a lot more. Um, I just think that since he's kind of been targeted, by the mob, the woke mob or whatever, people trying to
Oh, I was
cancel
gonna
him for
say the
whatever he says,
mob.
like I mean
Oh, that's
he's the
everyone that's popular.
but he's the top of the food chain, really. Like he's,
You think
as
so?
far as podcasts go, like, I mean, not just podcasts,
Yeah.
but uh personalities or just voices that you hear.
I mean, the more popular you get, the more
People are gonna try to take you
cancels
down
you're
or
gonna
whatever,
get.
yeah.
Yeah.
But since he's kind of become a main target for that, to me, I don't know, just the way that he's handled it. You can tell that it's getting to him, and I think I think he would
Nah.
admit that.
Nah.
But
He's
before
got.
he would just, like, anything would kind of just roll off of his shoulders, like if fans or people or whatever were getting at him, then it's just whatever, just normal, but
He doesn't care.
I think he does care.
No.
Why not?
You really think he's got 100 million reasons why not? Why would he care? He does not care.
I think he does.
You're no.
He talks about it
You're
all the
insane.
time. It bothers him.
Because it's it's something to talk about. He has a pod. When was the last an hour and a half podcast you've seen of Joe Rogan?
Never.
That dude's doing 3 hours every single time he's sitting
Yeah,
down.
and he
He
does it
needs
like
to talk
4 or 5
about
times a
stuff.
week.
Does he?
He does like 3 or 4 podcasts a week. I'm pretty sure.
That's insane.
And they're all like, I don't think they're 4 hours, but
They can be
they
two
can
plus for
be,
sure.
but they can be between 2 and 3 hours, which I think is that's the average, but
This is insane.
yeah. But I mean, that's why he's
So
got it
he
like
has
a
to
well-oiled machine. He's
have
got
content.
Jamie there bringing in guests, you know. But I don't think he needs that stuff for content. I think he's a good his skill that makes him, you know, the best or one of the best podcasters out there. I mean, numbers wise, he's probably the best.
Yeah, I think
Is his
he's probably the
ability
most.
to create and keep a conversation, and make somebody
Yeah,
interesting. So I don't think he needs to generate content out of nowhere. Like, I don't think he needs bullshit to, like, create
that
anything.
boy don't care.
I think he does. I mean, shit, he moved to
Does he really?
Texas and now he's in like a little space. He's in like a spacecraft in Texas doing his thing.
He's in Austin.
Yeah, it's true. He's in Austin.
I heard that it's just at some random place. It's like next to a dentist office. It's not on a
His
compound or
studio.
anything like that. Yeah.
Oh, I figured it would be like out in the middle of the, Texas plains or whatnot, whatever that's called.
I thought it was gonna be like Tyson Ranch or something like that, like some crazy compound that they created. But it from I forget who said it, but is like next to a dentist office.
Well, I mean, he's making money. What does it matter?
Exactly.
You know.
You see that UFO? Speaking of aliens and stuff,
And Rogan.
you see that and Rogan, um, that they had that footage of on Mars. It looked like NASA footage, right?
Yeah.
Where it looked like something crashed, and like something like it looked like a trail of a like a crash landing type of deal on Mars.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I've always been a believer.
You say a believer,
Yeah.
like Justin Bieber or something?
Yeah, but it was just a joke. I'm not a believer,
Okay.
but I am a
Okay.
believer. Um,
Oh, I see what you did.
yeah. So no, none of that. None of that surprises me at all. Um, Mars has always been called or considered the sister planet to Earth. Um, and there's been evidence that there's been life there, at least, if not now, but in the past. Um, so we don't know what Mars was at whatever point in time. Um, Mars, who knows? Mars could have been even more attractive than Earth at some point. We don't know. Uh, so if anybody was trying to settle there, colonize there, you know, saw there and wanted to land there and check it out, that doesn't seem um, out of the realm of possibility to me at all. So, if a ship tried to land there and maybe crashed a little bit, yep, totally believable to me. What do you think?
Uh, I don't know. It's tough to say because you think there's aliens amongst us,
Amongst us, like walking around with us at work, or
or
just
just like
here on
they're
Earth,
on
like
Earth? Yeah.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that.
Do you think that they've been here?
I think I wouldn't say they as in there's only one species or one other.
So you think more than one have been here?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's totally believable. You know how fucking old the
Okay.
planet is?
No.
Me neither. But I know it's fucking old, okay?
Okay.
So at some point in history, for somebody to show up and want to check it out, I think the chances
Oh,
of that not happening are less than it actually happening. You know,
so you think that someone showed up before us, or like before, like a long time ago?
maybe before us, maybe in our very young or infant stages. Like when mankind was primitive, I guess, and maybe not able to record it in a way that we would understand today, or in a detailed way that we could really understand. But yeah, I think it's totally possible that somebody showed up here to at least check it out. You know, check it out, or had some interest in it for some reason. Some kind of resources or whatever, um, to show up and maybe consider making a move on the planet or whatever. I don't know why they wouldn't, but yeah, I totally think that's possible. I think it's the idea that nobody other than us has been here for the entire history of the planet itself. I think is pretty crazy. I think that's the chances of that have got to be super low, just because of how old the planet is. I mean, they say like 60. What is it? 65 billion years, or 65 million years ago, the dinosaurs.
What's the Jurassic Park thing? 65
I
million
think
years in the
65
making.
million years, right? And that's a tiny fraction of how long the planet has actually been around. You know, so
What do you think about people getting abducted by aliens and stuff like that?
I
You
think
think
that's
that's
totally
true?
believable.
Okay.
You know, for another civilization to want to get intel on what species is dominant here. Um, so you scoop up the dude from Independence Day, scoop him up, jam some stuff up his
I'm
butt.
back. Yo, why do you think that no one's saying it anymore though? Like they said that a lot of people were saying it in like the 70s,
Because now you gotta have
like
proof.
60s, 80s. So then
Because
what's the why is there no proof
they're
now?
like, all right, well, what did you record on your cell phone if you got abducted?
So so then why isn't there proof now?
Um,
Our technology is caught up.
I don't know if it's caught up.
Not caught up, but it's improved
Yeah,
in the last 20 years
yeah,
to where you can go on live if you're abducted. Like, yo, it's popping, it's
yeah.
lit. Look at the spaceship,
Look at all these
guys.
lights. This shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, so why hasn't that happened?
I don't know. Maybe I mean maybe
You know,
they got all
don't
the
you think
info that
it's
they need
slow? They got all the info in the 70s and 80s.
before they had any way to record these incidents.
I'm not saying it's that there's no aliens. I'm just saying like where's where's all the evidence? Like where's all the facts?
Yeah,
Like we're living in the information age now. There's a lot of information at our fingertips, and there's a lot of smoke and mirrors in regards to that topic.
yeah. Well, I mean,
That's
if you're
my only thing.
asking where the information is, then you would probably start with the government. That's if there is
But
any information, then
the
it's
world is
probably there.
bigger than the government.
The world is, yeah, but our government, you know, like there's no like we have the Roswell shit, like that happened in America. That happened
And I
whatever that was.
and with that being said, the world is bigger than New Mexico.
Sure.
So why is that? You know what I mean?
But, you know, if that if that happening where it did, if that happening in New Mexico had an impact on the United States becoming the superpower that it has become, then it would make a little more sense. You know what I mean? Like then it wouldn't be like, oh wow, and it just happened to happen in America. Well, it happened in America, and then whatever happened, America used to, help, you know, launch into
Yeah,
super powerdom.
I guess. I mean,
Like if there was some
yeah.
technology that you could reverse engineer from, whatever spacecraft or whatever, it.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get that, but I, I go back to there hasn't been a lot of like factual evidence,
No,
which I'm saying like I think that there probably is something out there, but I don't know.
yeah, I'd be interested to know what percentage of people actually think, there's uh, other civilizations out there. You know,
I think it's probably 50-50,
you think it's
close to
50-50?
50-50.
Like if you ask 10 people, you're gonna get 5 of each.
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder what that would
When you
have
say,
been.
I will say this, when you say civilizations, that's kind of insane to me.
Why?
I mean, because when you think about like aliens, like all right, you think of like spacecraft, alien coming down,
Yeah,
maybe exchanging their version of an iPhone
right.
to us. You don't think of civilizations. That's such a big
Well, they got to come from
term.
somewhere.
No, I understand. Just
Yeah, it's a. I mean, I used to think about it a lot more. I think when um, I think I went through a phase that it was super exciting to me to think about all that, and like it was very interesting. But then I feel like you just hit this wall where you realize
YouTube.
you will never know. No,
on YouTube?
no, not YouTube. Yeah, I mean, you know, some people send you some videos and they're like, watch this video. It's 4 hours, but it's good. Ah, nah. Nah. But yeah, I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day that they come back or whatever. You know, and then I'm gonna be like the girl in Independence Day who goes up on top of the building, and then she gets blown the fuck up because she's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the craziest. If we literally end up in that situation, like how they end up
Yeah,
in the movies, where it's like, all right, they're here, and it's like that feeling out process where it's like, all right, they're here,
yeah,
but like no one knows like what's their intentions.
and then they just like you know,
And then someone, you like we've said before on a podcast, one dude is like, I'm gonna shoot you with my BB gun. And then they're like,
yeah,
oh, you fucked up for humanity, you idiot. You one idiot.
one idiot who's like,
Because you are.
yeah, he's like, you know, I have a right to
He's gotten
defend
told.
myself and my property. You're not gonna encroach on me. I'm a red-blooded American. And then he's gonna shoot, you know, shoot a couple rounds, and then that's gonna be the end of humanity.
because he had his Colt 45.
And 2 zigzags.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I know that we talked about Christmas music on here, and we weren't able to play Christmas music on here because we can't do that.
No,
really.
absolute no.
Can we
please
no play a little bit of Christmas music on the Patreon episode?
I'm not gonna. Absolutely not. We're not doing it.
At least maybe we could start it with some Christmas music because
You could start if you. No, we can't.
Why not?
We cannot do that because people pay money.
I know, but don't you think that they want to hear what our favorite Christmas music songs are?
No, I really don't. I really don't.
Okay, fine.
You had them queued up?
Yeah, I was trying to cue it up, but no, we'll play Thanksgiving music, whatever.
We're not. Why do we have to pay? Why do we have to play the music of the holiday?
I mean, I figured. I mean, it's Christmas music. Like people should be in the Christmas spirit by now, but obviously,
the Patreon is not about the music.
Yeah, but I like Christmas music.
I see that you going hard for the Christmas music.
Okay, well, what would you like to talk about on the Patreon? How would you like to?
I would like to talk about anything not Christmas music. No, no. Did you see that boxer that got knocked out?
Yes.
I mean that boxer who knocked out that gang member?
Yeah, sad.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that, but okay. I want to talk about something similar.
Okay. To Christmas music.
So no, not Christmas music.
Okay.
We're not doing Christmas music. Unless you want to listen to Christmas music.
I do. We're going to start it with some Christmas music, and then we'll talk about whatever Drew wants to talk about.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So we're not gonna be back next week because of this guy and his Christmas music.
Right.
We're gonna take a week off from potting, and then we'll catch you guys after Christmas.
Yep. Catch you not the New Year, but right before the New Year.